Good morning, my dear students. Today we shall see the novel The Color Purple by Alice Walker. We'll see the summary, analysis, themes, setting, and literary devices. The Color Purple, published in 1982. Alice Walker's The Color Purple quickly became a literary sensation, earning the Pulitzer Prize for Fiction. Set in the early 20th century, American South, and later in Africa, the novel profoundly explores the struggles and extraordinary resilience of African American women. Summary of The Color Purple. The narrative unfolds through a series of poignant letters, primarily from Celie, a young black woman in rural Georgia, to God and later to her sister Nettie. Celie endures horrific abuse from her stepfather and subsequently from her husband, Mr. Dash. Nettie, fleeing the same abuse, becomes a missionary in Africa dedicated to education. Though physically separated, the sisters maintain a vital connection through hidden letters, which serve as their lifeline. Over decades, Celie embarks on a transformative journey, gradually finding her voice, independence, and self worth largely through the powerful relationships she builds with other women. Now let's meet the main characters. Celie, the resilient protagonist enduring abuse yet finding her voice and self worth. Nettie, Celie's educated and compassionate sister, a missionary in Africa. Shagawari, a free spirited blues singer who helps Celie discover love and confidence. Mr. Dash, Celie's abusive husband, a complex character who also undergoes change. Sophia, a fiercely independent woman who refuses to be subjugated, embodying defiance. Harpo, Mr. Dash's son and Sophia's husband, struggling with traditional gender roles. Themes overview. Power of narrative and voice. Celie's letters as a path to self expression and healing. Female relationships, sisterhood, and solidarity as sources of strength and empowerment. Gender roles and violence, challenging patriarchal norms and surviving domestic abuse. Race and trauma, exploring racism, its impact, and intergenerational legacies. Spirituality and self discovery, evolving understanding of God and finding inner peace. Colonialism and culture, the clash of cultures and the effects of Western influence in Africa. Theme: Power of narrative and female relationships. Celie's journey begins with the secret letters to God, which evolve into a raw, unfiltered chronicle of her life. This act of writing becomes a primary form of self expression and a crucial step toward healing and liberation. The narrative itself, told through these letters, highlights the profound importance of voice. Central to Seeley's transformation are the powerful female relationships she forges. Friendships with Shakavari and Sophia provide not only refuge but also courage, helping Seeley to challenge her abusers and reclaim her identity. Storytelling, both Seeley's own and the shared narratives of these women, becomes a powerful act of resistance against oppression, allowing them to reclaim their lives and define their own truths. Gender roles and violence. Traditional gender roles in the early 20th century, American South enforced the subjugation of women, particularly black women, leading to a pervasive cycle of abuse. Domestic violence, initially normalized and endured by Seeley, is gradually challenged by the courage and the defiance of other characters like Sophia. Sophia's refusal to be abused and a subsequent imprisonment for resisting a white mayor symbolize the high cost of defiance, it also its undeniable strength. Seeley's transformation from a passive victim into an independent, self possessed woman in a powerful testament to breaking free from cycles of abuse and societal expectations. Race, spirituality, and colonialism. Racism and sexism. The novel starkly illustrates how racism and sexism intervene to create unique oppressions for black women in the southern US and subtly in the colonial context of Africa. Colonial impact. Nettie's detailed letters from Africa expose the profound, often damaging impact of colonialism on indigenous African tribes, highlighting the erosion of the traditions and land. Evolving spirituality. Seeley's spiritual journey evolves from a rigid, fear based understanding of God to a more expansive, inclusive concept of a universal, ever present love found in the nature and human connection. Intergenerational trauma. The narrative deeply explores how the legacy of slavery and persistent social injustice contribute to intergenerational trauma affecting characters' lives across different time periods and continents. Now let's see the analysis, literary devices, and setting. Author is Alice Walker, published in the year 1982, and genre is epistolary novel, historical fiction, awards Pulitzer Prize for Fiction in the year 1983. Let's see the plot summary. Short overview of the plot highlight Seeley's journey from oppression to self-empowerment. Mention key characters: Seeley, Shakavari, Nettie, Mr. Dash, Albert, and Sophia. As we have already seen, the major themes as racism and sexism, intersectional oppression in early 20th century America. Few empowerment, Seeley's transformation, and sisterhood, bond between Seeley and Nettie, religious and spiritual growth, redefining God and faith. Character analysis. Seeley starts as a abused voiceless girl gains independence, voice, and self worth. Symbol of resilience. Symbolism. The color purple, beauty in life, spiritual awakening. Letters, voice, and communication. Sewing pants, economic independence, role reversal. God nature, redefinition of spirituality outside organized religion. Literary devices, epistolary structure, story told through letters, intimate personal perspective, dialect and voice, authentic southern black vernacular. Seeley's evolving literacy reflects her growth. Imagery, vivid descriptions of nature and emotion. Motifs, eyes, perception, silence and speech, transformation. Let's see the narrative style. First person Seeley's POV. For most of the novel, later includes Nettie's letters, expanding perspective, allows intimate emotional connection with readers. The fiction setting. Location, rural Georgia, southern USA. Time period, early 1900s to 1940s. Reflects post-slavery but still racially and patriarchally oppressive society. Contrast between American South and Africa when Nettie's letters comes in. Social and historical context. Jim Crow laws limited rights for black women, Christian missionary influence in Africa. Conclusion. The Color Purple is a powerful novel of voice, resistance, and renewal. Alice Walker uses literary techniques and rich setting to deliver a deep feminist and anti-racist message. Conclusion and cultural impact. Literary landmark. The Color Purple remains a foundational text in African American literature, celebrated for its raw honesty and profound insights into the human spirit. Key themes endure. The novel powerfully explores themes of resilience, forgiveness, and the transformative power of female relationships, offering a message of hope. Enduring adaptations. Its enduring legacy includes the iconic 1985 film directed by Steven Spielberg and the highly acclaimed Tony Award winning Broadway musical. The narrative continues to inspire vital discussions on race, gender, violence, and trauma, resonating with new generations and affirming its timeless relevance. For further reading and discussion, I have provided a comprehensive overview of The Color Purple. Delve deeper into Alice Walker's profound work and explore its rich layers of meaning. My dear students, kindly go through these questions and write appropriate answer for these questions. What aspects of Seeley's transformation resonated with you the most? How do the themes of voice and female solidarity manifest in other works of literature? What contemporary issues does The Color Purple continue to illuminate? Thank you.